dribbling with LaMelo like that.
How many ankles do you think you've taken this year? Hundreds? Thousands?
A lot, especially with the ankle breaker takeover.
When I'm out here playing, I feel like a lot of players use like PG. I do see Duncan a lot. What are some of the cards you see the community run with when you're out here playing?
Oh. It's not plugging. I say when we stop, but we ain't stopping.
There are 5 weeks remaining.
MP, how you feeling? Objects in motion, stay in motion. Please report any violations to these rules to the nearest usher, security, or arena staff. Thank you and enjoy the game. Hey, Bucks fans, want to join us for a major home game? The easiest way to get tickets is on the Milwaukee Bucks app. Download it on your smartphone.
Coming up next, the Bucks take it on the Bulls. For the Bucks, a loss in their opening game. They're laser focused now on winning that first one tonight. Bulls, Bucks, tip-off right after this. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports at another exciting edition of NBA Ball. Brian Anderson here, joined by the Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Coach Stan Van Gundy. We'll hear from Allie LaForce as well. And the upcoming schedule for Milwaukee. On Sunday, they kick off a road trip in Brooklyn, where they'll take on the Nets. And then Monday, they'll take on Kristaps Porzingis and the Boston Celtics.
What a great opportunity for this team to take a step forward. They have some tough road games coming up, and that kind of stretch can bring a team together. Winning some of these games would be huge for their overall confidence.
And a look at the starters for the Bulls. Gideon White pair to make the backcourt. Booz Ellis out there with Dosunmu. And it's Vucevic in at the center position. And for the Bucks, inside we have Giannis and Lopez. Lillard and Trent Jr. are the guards. And it's Kuzma in at the 3. Well, if you followed MP on his path to the NBA, you know the one criticism of his game is that he can defer too often, Grant.
And at times I think that's been a fair criticism. But you'd rather have MP trying to involve his teammates too much than not at all. People had the same complaint about LeBron early in his career, and that worked out fine.
Lillard. And he buries his first look. Grant, one thing these teams have in common, they are great at rebounding the basketball.
Oh, yes, they are. I mean, it'll be a battle down low. Boxing out is vital, and second chance points may just decide this game.
Vucevic's shot is off. And the Bucks with possession. Antetokounmpo surveys. Pass to Kuzma. Back to Antetokounmpo. Lillard passes to Lopez. Shot clock at 6. You know, Stan, for a team with such a proud history, the last decade has been a tough one for the Bulls.
Yeah, Brian, it really has. They've had competitive teams, but they haven't won a full playoff series since 2014. And for such a dedicated and passionate fan base, that's been really difficult for them, let alone the front office and people that want to turn this thing around as quickly as they can.
You know, Brook Lopez has consistently evolved as a player, adding layer after layer to his game and making himself a threat on both ends.
And Lopez drops them both.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Giddey passes to Vucevic. Out to the right wing. Three-pointer, Buzelis. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
And he doesn't waste any time at all. Buzelis got the ball and just attacked right away.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Buzelis grabs the board.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Dosunmu can't hit. And so it's Kuzma who brings up the ball for Milwaukee. They're coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
It's simple. Your defense has to be razor sharp on the road. You really want to take the crowd out of the game. Easier said than done.
Well, on the road, your defense needs to withstand runs from the other side, and that wasn't the case for them.
And it's Giddey missing. For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss. The Bulls have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Dosunmu on the wing. Outside White. Rebounded by the Bucks. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Chicago.
And they were the odds-on favorite in this matchup last year, but actually lost the season series.
Chicago has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. And you look at Matas Buzelis. Size, touch, feel for the game too, Grant.
Oh, B.A., he's a connector. We all love seeing those offenses where the ball doesn't stick. He's a guy who'll keep things moving.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Kyle Kuzma the last few seasons has been pushing his scoring over 20 points per game. He said, I'm showing the league that I'm not just a role player. Having a leadership position and getting better every single game, that's what I care about. I want to keep elevating. Brian, high hopes.
Just the 27th pick back in 2017. He's having a dynamite career. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Pass to Buzelis. Giddey against Lillard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires top of the key. And once again, off the mark by Chicago.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
And Grant, the combination of Giannis and Lillard, one of the most fearsome pick-and-roll tandems the league has ever seen.
You're spot on, B.A. You surround them with shooting, and you have the makings of an offensive juggernaut.
Here's Dosunmu. After the basket by Milwaukee on the other end. And here comes the break. Here's Antetokounmpo.
And they're building up steam, getting out in front, and trying not to look back.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
Here's White. And again, unable to change momentum here. Milwaukee leading by 9. Trent with it, now guarded by White. Trent, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Kuzma outside. Pass to Lillard. Lopez, the screen. The shot by Lillard, no good. And so it's White with it. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. They're fresh off a win against the Pelicans.
And we all know that on the road, you don't usually look so comfortable on the offensive end. But that was the story of the game.
Well, it comes down to preparation. They were ready for that game and kept the crowd out of it for the most part.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Milwaukee going with almost an entirely new group here. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. Green comes in for Kuzma. Porter Jr., he's checked in for Trent. And it's Rollins in for Damian Lillard. That'll be a 5-second call. 35 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Rollins. To the wing, right side. Portis, the pass to Green. Sinks the tray.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Outside Giddey, kicks it out to MP. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
The offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Yeah, and until the defense makes an adjustment, there's no reason to go away from what they're doing.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has been on display for the Bucks. Between his scoring and rebounding, an excellent period. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Bucks.
Well, they've set the tone early with their pace. So important to capitalize on transition opportunities, and it keeps the defense off balance.
And something else I've noticed is how they've been able to cause turnovers and take advantage of them on the offensive end, not wasting those extra chances at all.
Giannis plays the 4 with Portis in at center. Then there's Kevin Porter, then it's Green, and it's Rollins in at the point. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving him.
Smith outside. Pass to MP from the corner. And Chicago again with a bucket.
Quick decision-making by MP. I love how confident he looked taking that shot.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Brian, with the Bucks switching coaches midway through last season, Doc Rivers, experienced with star-laden rosters, he said, quote, "I resist thinking that you can't coach players. I have no problem holding them accountable. If you don't do it, you're not going to win." Brian, the pressure's on to get it done.
The burden of expectations. It's title or bust. Thanks, Allie.
You can bet MP will make a lot of those over his career.
Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, BA. The Bucks know they are a high-level team, but they want to dominate the competition on another level.
Hits the trifecta.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Antetokounmpo outside. Outside for Porter. Green for 3. That one drops, and it comes off an assist from Porter. Green's got 6.
And wanting to elevate his playmaking skills, Porter Jr. continues to impress with his passing ability.
And here's MP from outside. Porter pulls it in. Milwaukee leading by 6. Over to the wing. Here's the 3. And it's Antetokounmpo with a miss. Chicago has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. And here's Brown for 3. Oh, MP showing the big range.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
And here's Antetokounmpo. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They've led by as many as 14. Pass to Green, beyond the arc. And it's Chicago with a board. Herter up top. He's guarded by Porter. Here's MP. And again, it's Chicago.
Yeah, it's so rewarding as a coach to see a young guy like MP succeeding like this on the offensive end.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Bucks will go for a different look here. Lopez, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Kuzma comes in for Green. Trent, he's checked in for Porter Jr. And Lillard subbed in for Rollins. .144 left in the second. The game against the 76ers in Philadelphia.
Yeah, but it wasn't just the scoring. He had a bunch of assists, too, affecting the offense in so many ways.
The Bulls making a switch here. MP's checked in. 1:03 left in the second. Trent finds Kuzma to stop the run. And it's Kuzma finishing it off.
You know, I think Kuzma has underrated quickness. It's part of what helps him finish at the rim so well.
Pass to Buzelis. Now MP. And there's a 3-second violation. Bucks trail by 3. Now Lillard. The 3-ball. Lillard! What'd you expect?
Lillard gets so much lift on his three-pointers. It's almost effortless how he shoots.
And here's Brown for 3. Hits the 3-pointer. Brown's got 21 points in the game.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Kuzma outside. Misses the 3.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
White, the pass to Brown. Lillard pulls down the board. Kuzma outside. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's MP making things happen for Chicago. And that quarter was all about him, leading the comeback charge. Now they're up in this one. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
Welcome, everyone, to halftime. The Chicago Bulls find themselves in a good matchup here at the break.
They're hitting at a high clip. Some shots have been wide open, some tightly contested.
And as the ball continued to fall through the net, you could see their confidence growing. And now, not a bad time to take a look at the schedule ahead.
Well, right now for Chicago, they started the season on a high note. Now they look to improve to 2-0.
Yeah, they look strong in that first matchup. Played with a lot of energy. We'll see if it carries over into this one.
Glad you could join us. Brian Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
Bulls leading by 3. Well, the last time the Bulls won a playoff series was back in 2015, Grant.
That was back when Butler and Rose were their leading scorers. And it just shows you just how long it's been. But they've been stuck in mediocrity ever since. And right now, they are desperate for a breakthrough season.
On the court for Chicago, Gideon White pair to make the backcourt. Ayo Dosunmu out there with Buzelis. And it's Vucevic in at the 5. And so it's Milwaukee with it. The Bulls making their last shot. Pass to Antetokounmpo. From 6 feet away. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good. Chicago has gotten 6 of 11 threes to go in this game. Giddey against Kuzma. And here's Giddey. No points so far.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
And he's going for the lob. A big-time flush by Giannis.
And the game plan for them should be simple. Keep getting it to Giannis. The Greek freak is on fire.
Lillard against Giddey. Pass to Buzelis. Asumu, left side. 4 on the clock. Here's Vucevic. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. And so it's Kuzma who brings up the ball for the Milwaukee Bucks. At the conclusion of this one, they're off to Brooklyn where they'll face the Nets. It'll be the start of a 3-game trip on the road. Asumu with it. Kuzma on him. White on the wing, guarded by Trent. Lets it go from 11. White can't hit.
Not a great start to the second half. Just 1 for 4. Got to find ways to generate better looks here. Well, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
Stan, you've coached some great defensive anchors in your time. Who do you view as the best in the game today?
Well, Brian, you probably have to start with Rudy Gobert, but we've got guys like Brook Lopez, Jaren Jackson, Anthony Davis, and then we've got 2 young ones coming up that could be as good as we've seen in Wemby and Chet Holmgren.
Now here's Trent. Here's Lopez. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Chicago with a rebound.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Pass to Buzelis. Back to Giddey. Picked by Vucevic. Fires the 3. And it's Giddey missing.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Lillard right side to the paint. Asumu on the double. And we're going to have a jump ball.
Jump ball call.
Pass to White. And there's the lob. It's stolen by Kuzma. On the break. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. Kept alive. Lillard outside for the tie. Connects from downtown. Lillard's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
You can really see their confidence growing as this game has gone on. They have reason to believe that.
Yeah, they're in this one. They have some momentum on their side, and they just need to keep up the intensity.
And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Yeah. Billy is not up to sure. I'm not sure they do nothing. I'll fucking be showing still. Damn! You ain't sure, bro. Hey, stop talking to my girl. Stop talking about it. Stop talking about my women, bro. Yeah. Stop talking about my women. That's shit. If I give you leave me alone by my other bitch, yeah? If you give me one, I'll give you anyway. You leave me alone by my other bitch.
Yes, I will.
Huh?
Yeah.
He's jealous. He's jealous, nigga.
Milwaukee making some changes. Sims, he's checked in for Lopez. Portis comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Porter Jr. in for Kuzma. There's a minute 17 left in the third quarter. White, the pass to MP. Bucket. He's now 9 for 11 after that one.
Nice form on that jumper. MP with some solid fundamentals for a player just starting his career.
Pass to Trent. For the lead. Lillard can't get that one to fall. Chicago has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. And here's MP from outside. The rebound by Sims. The Bucks trail. Outside Porter. Now here's Lillard. To the middle. Here's Trent. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And, guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
And we've got 28 seconds left in the third. Pass to Trent. The three. Gets the three to fall. Trent's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Not just a score. Lillard knows it's his responsibility as the point guard to involve his teammates.
And White has got the ball here for the Chicago Bulls. Left side, Brown. Over Trent. Another miss by Brown. Lillard with the ball. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Milwaukee out in front, leading by 1. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Giannis plays the 4 with Portis in its center. Then it's Green. Then there's Kevin Porter. And it's Rollins in at the point guard position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Now here's Herter. Here's Collins. Misses from close range. Green for 3. Smith with the rebound.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
And there's the 8-second violation as they can't get it across half court in time.
Sometimes the action speeds up on you a little too much. Two teammates not on the same wavelength there.
Williams is checked in for Smith. Milwaukee in the lead. Portis, the pass to Porter. Antetokounmpo with it. Down low. Green. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Giddey passes to Brown. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. 6 to shoot. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. Gary Trent Jr., he's checked in for Green. And a change for the Bulls. Dosunmu, he's checked in for Williams. Here's Antetokounmpo. Pass to Rollins. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Giddey. Here's Trent. Buries it down low. And the Bucks lead by 5.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now here's Brown. Giddey passes to Brown. No good on the triple. The Bucks have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Pass to Portis. Inside. Rollins gets the bucket. And it's a 7-point Bucks lead.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. Making some changes. Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis. Kuzma comes in for Porter Jr. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Rollins. Moving along, 2 minutes gone in the fourth. Pass to Brown. Just 5 on the clock. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Antetokounmpo. Chicago with a rebound. Now here's Giddey. And here's MP from outside. The shot's good on the assist by Giddey. Giddey's got assist number 5 here tonight.
What a bucket for MP. He's so hungry to own these big moments.
Now here's Trent. Kuzma for 3. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 4 rebounds in the game. And here's MP from outside. And again, it's Chicago with a 3.
And they've been relying on his three-point stroke all game. And he doesn't let them down when it matters most.
Well, it's one thing to hit threes when it doesn't matter. It's another to do it in clutch time. Takes a special player.
Now here's MP. White for 3. Counted from distance. And the Bulls lead by 2.
Important points right there from White, showing he wants more responsibility over time.
Pass to Kuzma. Will it go? And it's good on the lay-in.
Oh, not one to lack confidence. Kuzma won't hesitate to pull the trigger in the big moments. Not afraid. He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
In close, Antetokounmpo delivers.
You expect this from an
4-8 pin. That nigga got it.
Gotta love him.
Pass to Brown. Over Kuzma.
Good
And he
bitch,
gets
White.
it to go. On the assist by White.
Fuck,
Brown's
nigga.
got 15 points here in the second half. 1:03 left in the fourth quarter here. Antetokounmpo inside. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Here's Chicago now. They're on a 14-4 run. Outside, Brown. Oh, he tries a 3. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Well, that's the guy you want with the ball. MP was ready, and he delivered.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. And so it's Milwaukee with it. They trail by 6. Antetokounmpo, pass to Kuzma. Money!
A tense situation, but Kuzma just ignores the stakes and finds a bucket.
And an intentional foul right there. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Outside White. Brown draws the double. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
I'm looking for a quick bucket here.
Trying to extend that game.
Trent's shot is off. And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
At the line for the Bulls, Josh Giddey. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that puts him up 5. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Stellar work at the charity stripe, trying to build out this lead.
And the Bucks call time here. They trail by 6. Let's hear from our analyst. Give us your take on the strategy being discussed right now.
They need to answer fast.
Yeah, and if they can get a decent look from 3, that's the shot to take. Not a lot of time to work with.
There's 18 seconds left in the final quarter. Kuzma for 3.
What?
And it's Chicago with a board. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Third team foul.
Damn.
Line for the Bulls.
Come on, let's get this video in, nigga. Let's get this video in, nigga. Hurry up. Come on. Come on, nigga. Oh, Come on, man.